So today I'll be talking about two more method. One is slice method and another one is unshift method. So the slice method a little bit complicated and a little more different from the previous methods. So I'm showing you how this slice method work. Okay. So I will take one example like let array equals to 5 element I'm taking. Now if I apply array dot slice 1 and 3, it will return us 1 and 2. Okay. So how it works? So the slice method is like segregate the array. I mean splitting the array into smaller size of array. So we can apply the slice method of the element of the array at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end, as per the logic requirements. And based on that, it will operate. It will segregate the array element. Okay. Like here I have taken the second index. I mean the slice method start from the 0 index and till the last index is like 0 1 2 3 4 5. So we have 5 element from 0 to 5, or if you take this first element as 1, then we have 6 element, but we'll be taking the first element as 0. So our 1 would be the second element, that means the 1, and 3 would be the third element, 0 1 2 3, this element, this fourth number element. So uh, this 3 element. Okay, so but we will not take the last one, so we'll be taking the last index minus 1, that means 3 minus 1, the 2, I mean second element. So 0 1 2, so it will be returning as 1 and 2. Okay, so this is a slice method work. Okay, now if I do one console log, you can see new add. Okay, so console dot log new add. Okay, then node array dot js. Okay, as you see, it is returning me 1 and 2. Now for your better understanding, I'm changing this element to 11, 25, 35, 37, 48, and 59. Okay, first index I'm also changing it as 1 3. Okay, now if I apply the same slice 1 and 3, it will return us, let's see what, 11 and 25. So 11 means, so this is my, I'm writing it over here in the above so that you can understand, 0th element, then I have 1 element, second index, third index, fourth index, and the fifth index. Okay, so that means 1. So in below 1, there is the 11, so it is returning us 11, and 3 means 37. So we'll be not taking the 37. Instead of that, we'll be taking 3 minus 1, that means the second one, 2, so 25. So the second element is 25. This way slice method work. I think now you understand how slice method work. So for better understanding, you need to practice it more in your home. Okay, so now I will be showing you in a live example how this slice method actually work on an object. Okay, on a huge object. Okay, so for that, I have already taken an payload. Uh, this payload. So this payload have a details. This payload, I mean this object, has two keys. One is details, another one is data. Okay, so in the details object, you see these details will be common for the all the data. As per your understanding, I am taking this first index as a student details, the second index also as a student details, and so on and so forth. We have total 7 elements in this array, and this thing will be common. Department will be mathematics, address is Shimla, and the school name is XYZ school. So these all students are belonging from this XYZ school. Okay. Now I will be applying the split method. Okay. So what approach will be appropriate for chunk the array into I mean array into different set of array? Like if we are splitting the array into smaller size of array, like if we have an array with 100 element like 0 1 2 and then the last element is maybe 1 1 1. Okay, and if I want the chunk size, if I want to split this array into different chunk size, maybe my chunk size is 10. So in first set I'll be having 10 elements, in the second set I'll be having 10 more elements, this way. But maybe in the last set, when 110 is over, then in the last set I'll be left with the one element, so that will be the lesser from the chunk size. So this thing we can easily perform by using slice. I mean, that is the main purpose of using slice of JavaScript. So that thing I'll be doing in this data array. Okay. So as I've already told you that I'll put this total code in my GitHub account. You can check the link from the description box. From there you will find the code. So let's start implementing that thing. So let's do. So I'll be applying the for loop. So let I equals to 0, I less than. Okay, I'm taking the length as dynamic. So payload length. So this payload length is nothing but payload dot data. Data is an array, but details is an object, and this will be same for all the data. Payload dot data dot length. That will be my payload length. Okay, so my loop will be lesser than this payload length, and then I will do I plus plus. Okay. Okay. Now I will make one chunk size that is dynamic. I am taking two. You can take whatever you want. It is 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever it is. And even if you want to take one, then you can also do that. So chunk size is equals to 1. Okay. Sorry. Chunk size is equals to 2. Okay. So I'll be doing one thing. I plus equals to chunk size. So it's because I'm not when I start the loop, I don't want to loop through all the element. Rather than I want to skip one element and take the next one. And that is the reason it will be increment with the chunk size. Like I plus plus, that means it will increment by 1. So the moment I will do I plus equals to chunk size, it will increment by 2 in my case. Maybe it will be different for your case. If you want to take 3 or 10, then it will be the chunk size will be 10. Then the I will increase by 10 elements. So it will start from 0th index, then it will directly go to the 10th index. After that it will start from the 11th index, and then will it end in the 20 number index. This way it will go. Okay, so let's start. For me it's a little set of element with element in the array. So I am taking the chunk size so that you can understand. I will do console log, you will understand each and every line. Okay, so my loop has started. Now chunk size. Now let details equals to payload dot details. Okay, let payload, or I can give it as a new payload. So payload dot data dot slice. Okay, so slice will be start from I. So my I is 0, and it will slicing at the position of I plus chunk size. Okay, so now let new data same as I have made it previously. Details, there will be this details thing, and data, this new payload. Okay, now if you want to see that what this line of code is actually doing, I'll doing two console log over here. New data. Okay, and the second console log would be the I, and then this thing, so that you can understand. Okay, okay, so let's see. I will be opening my notepad. Okay, let's see, let's do it. I'll be copying it from the console. Okay, so till end I will copy. Okay, you see. So in the first part, in the first segregation, when the first chunk size is created, so 0 2. So during that time, first for the first round of I is 0 and I plus chunk size means 0 and 2, and for the second round of it will be like 2 and 4. Let's see, 2 and 4, and for the third it will be like 4 and 6, so on and so forth, 6 and 8, and it is over. If you see, in the last chunk I have only one element, because the payload length, I mean the length of the array, is 7. So it is obvious in the last part it will we will left with only one element. Till 4 and 6 I have two elements. Okay, in the last part I am having only one element. Okay, but it is actually not modifying any data inside the array, only splitting the element of the array with a particular chunk size. I mean chunk size is dynamic, whatever you want. Okay. Okay, I will put this output also in the description so that you can check. Okay, so this way slice method work, and if you want to know more, then you can comment in the comment section, and also you can email me. That email is also provided in the description box. Okay, and our next method is the unshift method. So let's see, unshift method is a easy method. It's like other push method. In push method we insert the array, insert the element in the array from the ending, I mean from the end position. But in unshift method we do the same thing, only we insert the data in the beginning of the array. Okay, so let's take an object. Let's new object, new object. I just copying one object from here and do some changes. Okay, sorry. Let's change something so that we can understand. 200, and here I will also change the GUID as 1 3. Okay, and let's clear the console. So what I will do, I will insert this object in my data array. So we already have the name of this payload dot data. So let old length equals to payload dot data dot length. Okay, now I will perform unshift. So payload dot data dot unshift, then I will insert this new object. Okay, let new length. Okay, so I will do two console log. One is old length, and another one is new length. Let's see, the length should be increased by 1. Let's see. So node array dot js. Okay, maybe some previous, yeah, I have to comment out this part so that it is properly visible. You see, so the old length was 7, this one old length, and the new length was 8. New length is 8. So now if you want to see that whether this object is inserted into our payload at the beginning or not, for that I will do one more console log, that is console.log payload dot data. Okay, so let's see. Okay, the first element, you see the age is 200, GUID whatever I have modified, then that object. Okay, so let's copy this and go to the notepad. Okay, so you see the 200 and the GUID, and my new object is the same object I have added, age 200, and the GUID this one 513513. So this way unshift method work. So yeah, so do practice these two methods. Slice is a little bit complicated, but if you practice it, it will become easier for you as well. Try it on some other array, on some other complicated 2-dimensional array, 3-dimensional array. Try work on that, and also practice the unshift method. Till then, bye bye. I will see you on next video. Thank you guys.